The world of glitz and glamour often hides the silent cries of pain, heartbreak, and despair that lie behind the smiles we see on screen. And now, that illusion has been shattered in the most heartbreaking way, as beloved actress Yang Mei Mei was seen breaking down in uncontrollable tears, clutching her baby close to her chest, while her partner, the celebrated actor Yu Long, continues to fight for his life in the ICU. What should have been a time of joy and celebration for the young family has turned into a nightmare that has gripped millions of hearts across the globe. It all began when news broke that Yu Long had been rushed to the hospital after suffering a sudden medical emergency during a late-night film shoot. Sources close to the production said he had been working tirelessly for weeks, refusing to rest even after repeated warnings from his team. Known for his professionalism and unmatched dedication to his craft, Yu Long had always pushed himself to the limit. But on that fateful evening, his body could take no more. Crew members reported seeing him collapse on set, unresponsive, before being rushed to the nearest hospital. Within minutes, fans flooded social media with frantic posts, praying for his survival and demanding updates. By the time Yang Mei Mei arrived at the hospital, Yu Long had already been wheeled into emergency surgery. Witnesses described the moment as nothing short of devastating. Dressed in a plain white coat and holding her baby, she stood outside the operating room in tears, pleading with the doctors to save him. Her cries echoed through the sterile hallway, each word laced with raw pain and desperation. The once radiant actress, known for her elegance and calm composure, was now a picture of grief. Those present at the scene said her trembling voice and tear-stained face would forever remain etched in their memories. As hours passed and no updates came, a heavy silence enveloped the hospital. The media, fans, and even fellow celebrities waited anxiously for news. Paparazzi cameras caught heart-wrenching images of Yang Mei Mei sitting in the waiting area, her baby asleep in her arms, her eyes fixed on the ICU door. She refused to leave, even when advised to rest. When a nurse gently suggested that she take a break, she reportedly shook her head and said, "I promised him I'd be here when he wakes up." Those simple words spread like wildfire, moving millions of fans around the world to tears. The love story between Yang Mei Mei and Yu Long has always captivated the public. Their relationship blossomed on the set of a historical drama where they played star-crossed lovers torn apart by destiny. Ironically, their on-screen story mirrored the real-life bond that would later make them one of the most adored couples in the entertainment industry. From the beginning, they faced countless challenges, rumors, media intrusion, and grueling schedules, but their love endured. Fans admire their quiet strength and the way they always supported each other's dreams. When they finally announced the birth of their baby 3 months ago, it was hailed as the ultimate happy ending to their fairy-tale romance. No one could have imagined that tragedy would strike so soon. Doctors have described Yu Long's condition as critical but stable. He is currently on life support as medical teams monitor his progress around the clock. According to one insider, the situation is touch and go, meaning every hour counts. Friends and family have gathered at the hospital, praying and comforting Yang Mei Mei, who reportedly refuses to leave Yu Long's side for more than a few minutes. Even in her exhaustion, she finds solace in holding her baby close, whispering softly, "Daddy's strong. He'll come back to us." Those words, caught on a fan's camera, have since gone viral, turning her into a symbol of resilience and undying love. Outside the hospital, fans have organized candlelight vigils, holding up photos and banners that read, "Yu Long, wake up, and stay strong, Mei Mei." Messages of love and encouragement continue to pour in from around the world. Prominent figures in the film industry have also expressed their support. One director said, "Yu Long isn't just a talented actor. He's one of the kindest souls in this business. We all praying for him." His co-stars have echoed similar sentiments, describing him as hard-working, humble, and deeply devoted to his family. Despite the pain, Yang Mei Mei has shown immense strength. According to close friends, she has barely eaten or slept, surviving only on coffee and determination. "She's running on pure willpower," said a family member. She believes that if she stays strong, Yu Long will feel her energy and fight his way back. Her every action seems to revolve around hope. She hums his favorite songs, holds the baby near the ICU glass, and even leaves handwritten notes beside his hospital bed. "We're waiting for you," one of them read. The emotional toll on Yang Mei Mei is unimaginable. Just months ago, she shared an interview expressing her joy about motherhood and the new chapter of life with Yu Long. She described him as the most caring man and said their baby had made their bond even stronger. To see her now, fragile, heartbroken, yet refusing to surrender, is both tragic and inspiring. Fans have called her the embodiment of unconditional love, a real-life heroine who stands tall even in the darkest hour. As the story unfolds, many have begun to reflect on the deeper issues surrounding celebrity life. Fame, though glamorous on the surface, often comes at the cost of physical and emotional well-being. Yu Long, like many others in his profession, was known for his relentless commitment to perfection. He would often work through nights, skipping meals and rest, driven by his desire to deliver the best performance possible. His close friend once said, "Yu Long didn't just act, he lived every character." Maybe that's why people love him so much. He gave everything. But now, those same sacrifices have pushed him to the brink of death. Meanwhile, Yang Mei Mei continues to face the public eye with grace. She has asked for privacy, yet her presence outside the ICU has become a symbol of faith for millions. Each photograph of her holding the baby, looking through the glass with tear-filled eyes, tells a story more powerful than words. It's the story of a woman who refuses to let go, of a mother trying to stay strong for her child, and of a lover praying for a miracle. The baby, too young to understand the chaos surrounding him, has become a beacon of hope. Fans have nicknamed him Little Miracle, saying that perhaps his innocence will bring healing energy to his father. Gifts and letters continue to arrive at the hospital, many addressed to the infant. One letter, left by a fan at the hospital gate, read, "Dear baby, your daddy is a hero. He's fighting hard to come back to you. The world is praying for him." Even the hospital staff, accustomed to tragedy, have been moved by the overwhelming display of love and solidarity. Rumors have begun circulating that Yu Long briefly opened his eyes during the night, but slipped back into unconsciousness. Doctors have neither confirmed nor denied the report, but fans cling to that sliver of hope as a sign that he's still fighting. Some believe that Yang Mei Mei's presence is what keeps him alive. After all, theirs has always been a story rooted in deep emotional connection, one that transcends fame and fortune. As the days go by, public interest only grows stronger. Major television networks have devoted special segments to the couple's story, and online communities have rallied together to share prayers and well wishes. Hashtags like #PrayForYuLong and #StayStrongYangMei have garnered millions of views. Emotional tributes, fan-made videos, and artwork depicting the couple's love story have flooded the internet. It seems that the entire world has stopped to wait, to hope, and to believe in the power of love once again. Some insiders reveal that Yang Mei Mei has even turned down several projects she had lined up, choosing instead to focus entirely on Yu Long's recovery. "Nothing else matters right now," she reportedly said. "I just want him to come home." Those who know her personally say she's always been fiercely loyal. Once she loves completely. Even now, she clings to that love like a lifeline, refusing to entertain the possibility of losing him. The emotional weight of the situation has united fans and celebrities alike in a rare moment of compassion. People who once gossiped about the couple's private life now express regret and empathy. As one fan commented, "We laughed at their scandals, we speculated about their relationship, but now all we want is for Yu Long to live." It's strange how pain brings people together. Late last night, witnesses described a particularly moving scene. Yang Mei Mei was seen standing near the ICU window, holding her baby and humming softly. The song was one Yu Long had written for her during their dating days, a gentle melody that symbolized eternal love. The lullaby echoed faintly through the hallway, drawing tears from nurses and visitors alike. One of them said it was like she was singing him back to life. And perhaps, in some way, she was. Love has always been a mysterious force, one that defies science, logic, and even fate. As Yu Long lies between worlds, supported by machines and surrounded by prayers, there's a growing belief that the bond he shares with Yang Mei Mei could pull him back. Doctors say recovery depends on his will to live. If that's true, then there's every reason to hope, because his reason to live is standing right outside that glass wall, holding their child, whispering his name, and waiting for the moment when his eyes finally open again. For now, the world watches with bated breath. Fans continue their vigils, lighting candles and leaving flowers at the hospital gates. Messages keep pouring in, filled with words of strength, love, and faith. Every passing minute feels like a lifetime. Every whisper of news sparks a new wave of emotion. Yet through it all, one image remains, the image of Yang Mei Mei, the mother, the lover, the warrior, standing strong in the face of heartbreak. The story of Yang Mei Mei and Yu Long is more than a celebrity tragedy. It's a reminder of how fragile life can be, how love can endure even in the darkest moments, and how hope can shine brightest when everything else fades away. Whether Yu Long wakes tomorrow or days from now, one thing is certain: their love has already touched millions, proving that some bonds truly are unbreakable. And as fans around the world whisper their prayers tonight, one can only imagine the words echoing in Yang Mei Mei's heart: "Hold on, my love. We waiting for you." As dawn broke over the city, the hospital that had become the center of the nation's attention stood bathed in soft light. For the first time in days, a faint glimmer of hope seemed to pierce through the darkness that had surrounded Yang Mei Mei and her family. Doctors revealed that Yu Long's condition had shown a slight but promising improvement. Though still in critical care, his vital signs were stabilizing, and medical experts described the change as a positive turn in an uphill battle. When Yang Mei Mei heard the news, witnesses said she broke down again, this time in tears of relief rather than despair. She reportedly whispered, "He's fighting. I knew he would." Those words, simple yet powerful, spread across social media like wildfire. Fans rejoiced, sharing messages of encouragement and flooding online platforms with emotional tributes. The hashtag #YuLongWillRiseAgain began trending globally, symbolizing the collective faith of millions who had been following every update. Inside the hospital, Yang Mei Mei's days have settled into a quiet rhythm of devotion. She wakes early, prays by the ICU window, and then sings softly to her baby, the same lullaby Yu Long composed years ago. She continues to write letters to him daily, placing them beside his bedside table with gentle hands. "You promised we'd watch the sunrise together again," one note read, written in her delicate handwriting. The hospital staff, deeply moved, have described her as a woman whose love never wavers. Even in the midst of heartbreak, the couple's story has inspired countless others. Fans from all over Asia have begun sending donations and letters addressed to the hospital, requesting that the family use the funds to support recovery efforts. One message read, "We may not know you personally, but your love story has reminded us what it means to believe in miracles." The world, it seems, has fallen silent to watch a tale that feels larger than life, one where love, hope, and faith intertwine in a desperate race against time. Industry colleagues continue to rally around the family. Actors, directors, and producers have come forward to offer assistance, while international media outlets have begun covering the story as a symbol of resilience. Some have even described Yu Long and Yang Mei Mei's bond as the modern-day Romeo and Juliet with a chance at redemption. But for Yang Mei Mei, none of the fame or attention matters. Her world begins and ends with the man behind that ICU door and the baby in her arms. Each day, she prays not for herself but for the moment when Yu Long's eyes open again. Those close to her say that she's already planning what she'll say when he wakes up, the first words being, "We never stop believing." And neither did the world. As the night falls once again over the hospital, one thing remains clear: this story is far from over. Whether Yu Long's recovery takes days or months, the unwavering love and strength of Yang Mei Mei continue to touch millions of hearts. Their journey has become a living drama, one that even the most powerful screenwriter couldn't have written better. Dizzy if this story moved you? Don't forget to subscribe to K-Drama Whispers for exclusive updates on Yu Long's recovery, touching celebrity moments, and the most emotional behind-the-scenes stories from your favorite stars. Join our global family of K-drama lovers who believe in love that endures beyond the spotlight. Because here at K-Drama Whispers, every tear tells a story, and every heartbeat carries hope. Sparkling Heart.